Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting section of Ovichem Consults Limited visual presentation. And today we're going to be looking at residential safety tips part 2, a visual safety presentation of Ovichem Consult Limited. If you've been following us, you discover that we've been talking on residential safety tip, and in our last presentation we talked about residential safety tips part 1. So today we are continuing from where we stop, and the scope of today's presentation is going to cover the following areas. One, we're going to be looking at the meaning of residential safety tips. We're going to look at safety tips for electrical cords and cables. We're going to look at safety tips for lighting. And we're going to look at safety tips for hazardous materials. We'll go to the first scope of the presentation, which is the meaning of residential safety tips. Residential safety literally means freedom from residential accidents, or the state of being free from residential accidents. While the safety tips are those things you need to put in place to prevent accident from happening. Examples of residential accidents include it could be fire outbreaks, it could be electrical shocks, it could be burns, it could be cuts, it could be trips and falls, it could be even falling objects. We move to safety tips for electrical cords and cables. We must keep all extension cords in hidden places, such as behind furniture, to prevent tripping and falling. In our houses, we must not allow all our cords to just lie low in different locations without properly hiding them or keeping them. We must ensure that furniture legs are not placed on electrical cords or cables, as this may wear them down, resulting in electrical shocks. We must avoid placing cables and cords under carpets and rug, as this could make them wear out. This is what many people do, and which is not a good practice. They decide to hide or place their cords under their carpets in buildings where they use carpet, or even under their rugs. This is not too good. It could wear the electrical cables and cords away, and it could also lead to electric shock. Move to safety tips for lighting. Lighting level should be fairly consistent throughout the home. You must make sure that your home is well lighted, proper illumination, let there be no dark areas. You must ensure there are several night lights throughout the house, especially near bedrooms, bathrooms, stairways, and entrances, because these are sensitive parts of every building. Your bedroom is a place you need to walk to have rest. Your bathroom, you need to take your bath, you need to get there. Then your stairways, where you need to pass when you are going, exiting, or getting in into your accommodation. Very, very important. Then you must keep touches of flashlights handy in case of power failure. In some countries where they experience power failure, to prevent accidents when there's power failure, make sure you have your flashlights and your torches handy. Safety tips for hazardous materials. We want to look at what hazardous materials are. Hazardous materials are materials capable of causing harm. Some home use substances, they are hazardous, and we must know that, and it's a fact. Examples include soaps, the detergents, your medications, polishes, even your sprays. Some of them are hazardous. But here are some of the safety tips you need to put in place or take for these hazardous materials. You must avoid mixing different cleaning chemicals together. It could lead to a chemical reactions that could also affect you. You don't just bring, take for instance, you go and take sodium hypochlorite and you say you want to mix it with an air freshener. That is a bad practice. Avoid mixing, most especially cleaning chemicals together, because it could lead to reactions. Be careful with spray products, as they are harmful to the eyes and the mucous membranes. So these are some of the safety tips you need to take for hazardous materials. You don't just use spray products anyhow. You must be careful when using them. Thank you so much for listening. If you have questions, if you have comments, you're very free. You could ask your questions. You could also drop your comments. And don't forget that this presentation is coming to you courtesy Ovichem Consult Limited. Ovichem Consult Limited is an engineering firm. They are into environmental services, they are into training, safety, as well as into chemicals. Mobile numbers are on the screen displayed. If you need to maybe send your questions via our mobile numbers, you're free. If you're free to make your comments, you can also send an email. Our email is also displayed on the screen. You want to know more about us, you could also visit our Facebook page. You could like our page on Facebook. You could follow us so that you'll be getting up to date of all our activities. You could also follow us on our Instagram handle, which is there. Our Twitter handle is also there. You could also follow us. And most especially, you could visit our YouTube channel and subscribe to it so that you'll be getting details of all our activities as they begin to unfold over time or with time. I want to say thank you so much for listening. Once again, have a wonderful moment. Thank you.